Hey everybody, my name is Alita Langford and I'm super excited to talk with you today. Overcoming is something I'm passionate about because I've had to rise up against it so many times, just like you guys have in your business. Overcoming is simply succeeding over defeat. That when defeat comes knocking, when hardships come knocking, when different personalities come knocking, we rise up to the challenge and succeed. I believe that overcoming is found through trial and error, through trying to rise up and falling back down. You can't overcome if you never fall. So I first want to just congratulate you guys on overcoming and becoming a jewel, a plexus jewel, a huge achievement. It is a really, really big deal. So you're not here by accident. You're here on purpose because you have done some overcoming. So I'm going to share a little bit of my journey with you today on what things I've overcome. And I'm going to share 3 things that I feel really helped me to become an overcomer. My hope and prayer is that we can take this knowledge and teach it down to our teams to make a team full of overcomers, to start a movement of plexus globally moving forward and going into a movement of overcomers, just like you are. So I'm going to start with my story. I started Plexus 5 years ago. I can't believe it's been 5 years already. And I was joined for wholesale like so many of us do, wanting the cheapest deal. And I had the vision planted for the business by my fierce, ferocious, hilarious, everybody knows and loves her, upline, Jennifer Leith. She shared with me, she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I had low confidence. I wasn't sure that I could do what she had done. She encouraged me and supported me. I was married. I had 4 small kids. We had a farm, and my husband was my biggest cheerleader. He said, "Girl, you were born for this. Go do the things. I want to be a kept man." So our family really dove into it head first. I became senior Ruby when my husband suddenly passed away. I found myself widowed with 4 small kids, scared. My world turned upside down, wondering what I was going to do. But I remember a distinct moment when I really stared overcoming in the face, when I had an option, or should I say an opportunity to learn and to grow. So many times we face fire in the face and we think, I want to run away from it. I want to go through it as fast as I can. I'm not really interested in learning what this has come to teach me. I just want to bust through it. I remember that decision very clearly. I woke up one morning and I thought, I have a choice. I can choose to succumb to the victim mentality that wants me to stay here, that wants me to just stay put and suffer. Or I can rise up to the challenge and show my children and show my friends and show my family that you can overcome no matter what your circumstances are. I had no cheerleader anymore in my home cheering me on. It was me by myself. If that sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. I had to make a decision that I would become my own cheerleader, that I would prep myself up and get myself ready to move forward. I made a decision to become a mindset warrior, somebody who could put that on and say, I am victorious. I do have something to offer. I do have value in my story and who I am. I made a decision that morning that I would be unstoppable. So I did a few things. And that brings me to tip 1. I had to have a vision. I had to know my why. Something we hear so often, right? In Plexus, having people, helping them join and see their why. But really allowing your why to evolve, especially now that you're a jewel. What is your why? What is your vision? Digging deep, asking 7 questions deep. What do I want and why do I want it? And when we want something for more than ourselves, quitting is not an option. Quitting does not become something that's part of our vocabulary. When we know our why and our vision, that's when we become unstoppable. That's when we get to the opportunity to learn, how do I overcome these bumps in the road, these trial and errors that will come with what we're doing, with the positions that we're in leadership, with the different types of personalities, with our own lives. Being home-based businesses, we come up against different types of hardships. So how do we choose to overcome them? When we have a why and a bigger vision than our own rank ups, a bigger vision than even just our own organizations, but a bigger vision of Plexus as a global company. When we can grab a hold of a bigger vision, we become unstoppable because quitting is not an option. When we can turn down to our teams and say, friend, what's your vision? What do you see for yourself, for your family? It starts in their home and then it evolves. So have you evolved your why? Have you evolved your vision for something bigger, something even more than you have right now? Because when you do, and when we can teach that down, we will have unstoppable people joining a movement of health and happiness globally. Number 2, and this one I know for sure that everybody here has definitely dipped their toes in, if not just jumped in the dang pool, okay, is personal growth. When you're doing personal growth and you're serious about it and you don't stop just because you're a jewel now, you keep learning, you dedicate yourself to becoming better so that you can pour into your teams, so that you can pour into your sidelines. You're doing personal growth to develop yourself. You will naturally overflow into developing others. But how does it help you become an overcomer? It helps you because you refuse to just fall prey to the victim mentality that threatens to knock us down. Those thoughts that come in and tell you, why are you even here? How did you even get here? You don't know what you're talking about. Those thoughts, those feelings of, I don't know how to handle these different types of personalities. I don't know how to handle home life and working a big organization. Personal growth is going to challenge you to not avoid your conflicts. Personal growth is going to challenge you to not succumb to the victim mentality, but it's going to empower you to choose the mindset of an overcomer. Number 3, you need to make a decision. It's a choice. It's a choice to become an overcomer. To get to choose, do I want to move forward and overcome things that others didn't? And at some point, you made a decision. You made a decision to show up for yourself. You made a decision to put on the mindset of an overcomer and say, I will choose today to show up over and over again. Overcoming is on a daily habit. It's choosing every day that you're not going to just succumb to all the little problems that pop up, to the team issues that you might have, to balancing home life and work life. It's a decision. It's a choice. You have a purpose. We become overcomers through trial and error. We become overcomers through fire. Through not just racing through it as fast as we can, but taking the time to not avoid and stand there and say, why is this here? What is this here to teach me? Let it refine me so that I can become my best me. Overcoming comes from having a mission and a purpose behind us that says, yet there will be hard days. I know this shall pass because I'm here for a reason, for a purpose, for a plan. And I will rise up to the occasion. I will put on that mindset of a warrior, the mindset of an overcomer that keeps showing up, that keeps standing back up, that looks at every problem almost with a tinge of excitement about the opportunity to learn and grow. As I look back at my 33-year-old self, widowed, my mom had pancreatic cancer and would pass away just months after my husband. My dad followed suit a year later. I was orphaned and widowed within a year's time. And I remember just constantly thinking every day, it's just a new day. I'm going to show up and I'm going to do the things. It's showing up daily for a bigger vision that's about more than just you. A bigger vision that is helping other people find their dreams, find their success, find that moment and that passion of overcoming. You too are an overcomer. Thank you, Jules, for hopping on and just listening to my heart today on overcoming. Let's go out. Let's empower people. Let's walk away from this event a little braver, a little bolder, with a whole lot more vision, ready to take on the world.